Hello everybody, we are here in a different game today. So, today we are going to try a very different game. I probably don't need the headphones on for it because it's just the basic of musics. But we're going to try a little bit of Bookshop Simulator. Now I've done a little couple of playthroughs to get to like level 8 or 9, but we want to do a brand new save. Brand new everything. The game pretty much tells you what to do. It's one of the best tutorials that I have seen in one of these games. So let's get the tutorial going. So I'm just going to start with everything pretty much in the doorway. They pretty much give you the first couple of things. And yeah, you now have a little tiny bookshop if you wish. So the other thing that's really fun in this game is you can look at the licenses, and the books have really weird names. You've got to try and mix together what the real ones are, if you want. One of the ones that I saw that did really well on one of my saves was Game Development for Dummies, or Dimwits, because it's a good value book. So I'm going to get one of them, unlock that license. You basically can unlock the licenses at 2 or 3 at a time. So you've got to kind of be a little bit careful what you get and what you don't, because you don't want to get something like this relatively cheap. And again, $14. You want to try and get something that's got a little bit more oomph to it for the license. So what I've been tending to do is I've just been buying the blinking ones. So the Fellowship of the Bling and the 2 Spires, I believe, and just buy them up, really. I pretty much buy 2 of everything just because that. Welcome in, Liam. Yes, I am. I've been doing a bit of this game offline anyway, so I thought we'd give it a go online. Why not? See if people enjoy it. We do like ourselves a little bit of a sim game. So yeah, why not? We want to try and get this going, and the weekends are generally play something else mode for me anyway nowadays, because quite often there's like VGC on, so there's not as many people interested in the Pokemon world. And as we do know, we have ZA in a couple of weeks. We don't want this one. We would prefer the game design one because it's got a better value on it. Yeah, we got ZA, so we're going to do a load of coverage on that anyway. And I've also looked to sign into another thing online where I might be able to get early access to some games. So with that being a thing, I was hoping we might be able to get a couple of these games put on the channel, pretty much. You know what, we're going to make that so... Okay, we'll leave it at 18, that's fine. We'll switch the light on and we'll do this. And... oh, we've got a new license. I forgot that you get a new license this early. Where's the last? Blinking... where did it go? The return of the blinking. I don't have enough money for that one. That's interesting. If you try to complete a series, you don't get the money. That's quite interesting, to be honest. Didn't realise that one was a thing. But you have like this fun little lever you can pull as well to complete all the payments. So for when it comes to these sim games, this is one that really does stand out as something a little bit more interesting. Yeah, we want to get this other license. I know it's probably a bit more expensive, but if we can get all of the Lord of the Rings, it'll be pretty good. Oh, we can get 2 of them, can't we? Yeah, let's get 2. The problem was, I went and put all these on here, so we have to kind of throw them on the floor. That's one thing I think this needs, is a chance to get another box. Like, we'll get one here, so... We'll put them in a box, don't worry. We're not leaving books on the floor. Go in the box, please. Okay, maybe not. Okay. I thought I had learned it all. Hello, Cheerio. How are you today? As you can see, we're trying something a little bit different today. I know you probably saw Dal playing it. And that's where we got the idea from. I like the idea that you get sort of funny named books, pretty much. That's why we've kind of jumped in on it. So we do need to buy another bookshelf. Right. I am good too, though. Yes, thank you. I've had a little go offline. I got to... So this is basically your tutorial store. So you're not really supposed to overdo the design here. You pretty much get rewarded for doing stuff in this game. But if the sound is a bit low, let me know and I can up it. I always forget the controls already. Not a problem. We know most of these games are a little bit slower at the beginning. But we did get this going pretty fast, I found. When I had a little go before. I think she's taken a dimwit book, yes. Good. So we wanted to give it a little go. Because if people kind of enjoy this, or we enjoy doing this online, we could do some other stuff. We've mentioned doing some stuff more than just the basics of the Pokemon games, so this is sort of playing into that perfectly. It plays into my enjoyment for the sim games. And that's why we're here, really. It was either this or the Shining Pearl save, and I don't think I can bring myself to play that at the moment. But we need to buy another bookshelf, and as you can see, it costs, I think it costs about 500, but we get the reward of 500 for doing that, which is kind of good for a tutorial. And soon we'll be able to do a few other things. Like, I would like to get to about 800 before we buy it, purely because most of the tutorial unlocks. They also sort of put it in so you're not meant to be speedrunning it. That's something to take a bit of note of. So now we can get our bookshelf. I forgot it doesn't really matter because I always press escape. I'm not going to lie. I keep thinking I've got to press escape to get off of that screen because I've been on so many of these games. So there's a little thing here. You can actually lock in the snapping, which is beautiful. Get a new license, which is also fantastic, but we'll be careful. We're reading what we got to do, because I did it once and I just sort of bought everything up and, well, kind of made mistakes. So I'll just pop that there. So that's going to be in my personal shelf, which is okay. Don't worry. We'll see what goes on there in a minute. It's pretty much your building shelf. So that's kind of cool. Like, we're selling like one of every book. Who goes into a bookshop and buys one of everything, really? So this is the bit that I like. So this now repaints these. So you can pick a colour you like. I tend to just go with the plain darker colour to start with, but I think once I get my proper store, I want to try and unlock a different colour for the genres. So now I've just got to run the store to the end of the day. I do have another license, remember, that we can go and unlock. So they give you a big selection that you can pick each time. So I don't know what the complete total number of books are. But yeah, I tend to lean towards a few of certain ones more than others. But let's see, what license shall we get this time? So obviously you can see that there are certain things that unlock later. I guess, because like you get the used books, you get comic books maybe, but you don't get this till you've unlocked some of the others. And then you get sweets and stuff. It probably does need a few more books, to be honest. I tend to go on with this one. I know it's an expensive one. How much money do we have? Fine, that'll do. And I like with most sim games, the beginning is a little bit slower than everything else. So, yeah. Never mind. Right, so we can get some more of these in, please. And thank you. So what's this? This is Fellowship of the Bling. We don't have any of them. I picked the right one. The other side of this is just testing how things handle pretty much streaming a PC game. Now, this is not the most intense graphics that we're going to see, let's be honest, but it's still a bit of a test. Because we said before we're looking at some other PC games that we probably would like to play, but if we can't handle like a basic simulator game, there's not much point doing any of this, if we're honest. I tend to just go twice the price and then round it off because the change is annoying. Once we get further into the game, we get staff and I won't worry as much. It doesn't take too long to get staff. They managed to pick one up before I priced it. Thank you. Not. So we're now going to start doubling up the shelves because we have the money to, pretty much. Which one is wrong then? What's this? That's 20. Yeah. They probably picked that one up for market price, which is a bit annoying. Never mind. Never mind. But yeah, if you are enjoying this idea, let me know and we can see if we do it more often, I guess. It is a very cozy little game, to say the least. A very, very little cozy game. And we sort of said maybe we could do some more cozier games. I managed to get this a little bit cheaper because I've actually bought something else in the bundle before. Didn't realise that till I'd already bought it, but whatever. So we're not going to push for too much now. We've got the 680. I will need to buy a used bookshelf at the beginning of the next day, so I kind of don't want to spend anything else today. If it means I buy books, but if I go and blow all of the money, we're not going to be able to unlock the next chapter of this, and that's kind of important. As we sort of said, the idea is that this is these unlock once you complete the tutorial. Like, once we hit level 5 we can get these, so we kind of actually need to have a good day of selling. We're a little bit behind, I feel. Well, let's try just getting one more of each in. Yeah, that'll be fine. That'll be fine. I know I don't need to fill it up right now, but that's okay. That's okay. We probably could have bought another bookshelf, but... So the other thing you get eventually is you can actually have pets in this. Well, cats more than anything else. You can adopt different cats for the different stores, but you will be able to travel to 3 full locations. We do get another license. Not that one. This one. So, what should we go for? Like, you can see we got like the Harry Fodder or Fodder. So they're like your Harry Potter series that they put in. Again, I probably think there's going to be more books to come because this feels